All right. Welcome back, everybody. So, I have been waiting for something interesting um, to come along here, something I feel like talking about. There's been a lot of posts. She's making a lot of posts here, going over and over the same stuff, talking about her book, long winded lectures on stuff. And I'm not going to go through that. It just doesn't interest me. But we've got a visit here. We have a visit. This is from this morning. And apparently, she has a UTI, a urinary tract infection this morning. So that's big news. And she's been kind of moving around trying to get her insurance cards in order or whatever so she can get some treatment for that, taking advantage of her free medical care. Uh, and that's something I'm going to speak a little about is this theme that she keeps going over and over again with her speeches is the scarcity, everything scarcity. And quite frankly, I've never seen anybody so well appointed than her. She lives in a world of scarcity, and she's got a free apartment. She's got a second apartment at her boyfriend's house. She's got a never-ending change of wardrobe. As far as I can see, she's got a lot of clothes, always something new. She gets free food. Somebody has given her a pretty nice cell phone. I don't think that's a government issued cell phone. And she's got free health care. And she gets a little bit of cash every month. So basically, she has got more stuff going on than a lot of people do. But she's out on the streets preaching about scarcity. So I'm not saying that there's a little bit of hypocrisy going on here, but what we're going to do is we're going to witness yet another episode of extreme entitlement here. This is the world of scarcity as she goes in, and this is the Earth Cafe. This is I did a little research on the Earth Cafe. This is down in Santa Monica, her new stomping grounds. And there are several Earth Cafes. It's a chain, smaller chain, and they've got kind of upper middle class, I guess, stuff, pastries and espressos and teas and coffees and all that stuff. The stuff that people here in Southern California can't get enough of. You got to have your overpriced hot beverages. We're gonna see what happens when she skates on down the road and she goes in there and tries to get a drink that they just make for her. No questions asked.
Here we are, we're at Earth Cafe. It's our first stop. So Mary and I did a speech last week. So we're gonna find out if they liked it.
Well, they liked it when it stopped. Oh, those poor people, whoever was there and had to listen to that. Their pleasant little brunches interrupted. All their little yuppie, little conversations. The yuppie is just shot to hell. The people out there thought they're gonna have a nice, relaxing morning. No, here she comes with her loudspeaker and her advocate to egg her on. So I don't know how exactly that went. Okay, here we go.
Good to see you, superhero. Hey, superhero. How's it going? Did you hear my speech last week? So, hey, superhero. Uh-huh. Hey, super squad. Hey, this is a tickle torture device. If I do not have a green rose latte with a shot of espresso, I will use it.
Look at that. This is just weird. This is just weird because it's like she's trying to be cute and funny, but it's, those veiled threats, that weird undercurrent there where she wants her drink, this green, whatever the heck it is. I'll show you what it is in a minute. She doesn't get it. She's going to tickle torture them. What the hell? It's weird.
I want to see the fear in your eyes.
What?
Can you please say okay? What? Where's your manager? Who is it? Is it Antonio? It's the goddess?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things aren't looking up. I don't know if she's going to get a free drink this morning.
How? Are you going to have a latte or are you going to tickle torture? Everyone gets a tickle torture if I don't get my coffee. Oh, I never seen the back of the house. You guys are all going to get tickle torture. I used to get in the front of the house.
Who does this? Who does this? Well, we know who does it.
Look at you, my sweet. If you don't give me a latte, I will continue the tickle torture until everyone is giggling and twinkling their eyes.
Wasn't she she's always talking about the coercive, whatever, the systems of existing where she doesn't want the coercion. And she goes right into a busy cafe and is like, pressuring and nagging people to coercing them into giving her free drinks. I thought this was
delicious dessert.
I see she's getting pissed. Look at that. Did you see that? She's getting frustrated because everybody's ignoring her. They're busy serving people that are paying here, and the coercion maybe isn't working out.
I don't know the poisons are not going to do anything. Somebody kidnapped the whole store and tickle torture them. Hey, what's going on? Are they scared of the tickle torture? What? Are they scared of the tickle torture? He
doesn't know what the hell she's talking about.
He's gonna get tickle tortured if I don't get my coffee. Get that to the superhero! Get the superhero! Hey, green rose latte with a shot of espresso. Tell them I'm gonna get them all.
A green rose latte with a shot of espresso. This is what homeless people are after every day. This is all part of being in survival mode.
All of you are in big trouble, you Doobie Scoobs. You guys are too lovable. Look at my little sweet.
What the hell? You imagine these guys that have no idea who this woman is. They're in big trouble. They're too lovable. What makes no sense?
Well, usually they just give me what I want. I don't have to go through all that.
Oh, poor Daisy. What a tough morning she's having. I feel sorry for her. It's probably wore her out, begging and coercing, nagging, and she didn't get her fancy $10 drink.
Superhero? Delicious treats.
Okay, you just give a sly little look there. Now something happens here. You tell me what you think. Tell me what you think is happening. Okay, where did that come from? You see that? She just picked up a to-go container with a Danish in or something. Where did that come from? Was she busy paying for that, or I don't know. Not quite sure.
We're going to take a crumpet. They're not going to give us our coffee. We're going to take a Danish.
She took a Danish. She's got that little look on her face like, I got away with something. I don't know. What do you think just happened there, folks?
So there's certain places that's called scavenging.
Was that scavenging? Did you did she scavenge that Danish there? Is that what that was all about?
If somebody doesn't eat the food, then there's certain places, there are cafes, you can go get the food.
I don't know. Was it sitting around for people to take for free because it was extra food? I don't know if the Earth Cafe does that.
So in this case, I was just feeling a little bit hungry and wanting a delicious green rose latte, which is a matcha latte that has rose petals in it.
She's such a fake. She's such a fake homeless person. She's got absolutely everything given to her for free. She complains more than anybody I have ever seen. Complains, I mean, all the speeches and everything is just nothing but complaining about the system. She's got everything tied up absolutely for free. And she didn't get her free, matcha latte with the rose petals. That's the complaint for the day here.
Quite delicious. And typically I get what I want. I don't have to ask more than once. And none of the managers were there. Typically I talk to the managers, they just do what I want. So in this case, I found a Danish, and that's delicious.
She found a Danish. Okay.
Sometimes I'll get a salad or something. And Earth Cafe is one of my go-tos. Also Ale House. I have this relationship. And even better, I talk to the chef or I talk to the busser. And they just make whatever I want. So either I tell the chef and he does it, and if the chef isn't there, then I tell the busser and he goes and tells chef what I want, or the cooks what I want. The chef's not there. So there's restaurants I can go to. I have interdependent relationships like this. So I go back in the kitchen, grab what I want. You guys let me go back there, do table torture. Some of the people in the back of the house I don't know, some I do. I know everyone in the front of the house. The woman who was new, I knew she was new. I would rather have interdependent community and relationships like that.
Interdependence, community, and relationships. It seems like she's just doing all the taking, because I'm just wondering, what does she give back? Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to give restaurants and people money in exchange for stuff. So what's the interdependence? What did these people get for doing this? And another thing that I would like to say here is Daisy never expresses any gratitude, does she? Do you ever? I mean, she'll if somebody comes along and compliments her, oh, I love your videos or whatever, yeah, she can say thank you, but does she really have gratitude for the bounty of free stuff that she has, the support? She will always have a support system, all the stuff, the makeup, the clothes, the stuff she steals. Does she have any gratitude for any of it? Does she appreciate any of it? When you're just given everything, she's never really, in a normal way, earned a buck. Know what it's like to work for 8 hours straight and get that money in your hand and have a real appreciation for what it took to get it. It's just she'll go down to the metro and she'll sit there with a bullhorn like she did this morning. She did a video where she was down there yelling again because they wouldn't let her on a subway for free. And instead of like, my God, look at all the wonderful things I have in my life. No, we're just going to sit and focus on the fact that they won't let me on the subway without paying $2. So, I mean, everything is so skewed. And this is what I'm going to show you. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. All right. Well, this is what she was carping on about here. This apparently is her drink of choice that she was not given this morning for free. Heaven forbid. The organic green rose boba with rose petals on the top. Now, does this look like something that homeless people, demand and expect every day? Is this what they feel entitled to get for free? Now, the big question, that is one question, but the big question is is, did she get it on ice? Or would she want it blended? I would say probably blended because she wants espresso, which would probably up the price as well. So we're talking probably a $12, $13 drink that she just feels, entitled to get. And she always gets it for free, and she normally doesn't have to ask so many times. You can see she was irritated that she just wasn't handed it right away. So that's how warped, entitled, spoiled, fake homeless person. All right, we're going to take a look at this cafe. We're going to see where those poor people thought they were going to have a nice, quiet, relaxing breakfast or lunch before Daisy showed up with her bullhorn to teach everybody a lesson and tell them about how horrible market economy is while she enjoys all the trappings of living in a capitalist society. So here we are. Look where we are, folks. We're back. We're back in town. Here it is, Santa Monica. And I don't know how Daisy manages to do this, but her video is like flipped backwards. So when we see her, I know this is like probably something that just, who cares? But it looks like she was going like down to the cafe, but her video was reversed. So she was actually booking it up Main Street this way. Okay. I wasn't going to take the time to flip the video around. Maybe I will. I don't know. I could do that, I suppose. Anyway, she ends up at the Old Earth Cafe. Here it is. She's been booted out of the Starbucks there down at Venice, where many, many episodes of the Daisy Show were shot. And then they just couldn't take it anymore, so she had to leave. But she's got her housing is up more towards this area. All right, so we're just going to take a look at the Earth Cafe. This is where the green tea drink is. It's a nice little cozy place, pleasant. This is where the people, here they are, outside, relaxing, chatting, having something nice to eat. And then guess who comes a scooting up on their skateboard to fuck up their morning with her pointless, boring, and irritating speech. And she wanted to know what they thought of it. And these people are so busy in there, they're working. You know what that is, Daisy? You know what it is to have a work day? She can't relate to any of that. It's like it's just like I said, complaining endlessly about how horrible our society is, the way everything is just all screwed up, and she's completely benefiting by everybody paying her way. These horrible yuppies that she can't stand, covering almost everything in her life so she can just screw off all day. That's what she does. She screws off all day. She's self-absorbed, spoiled, entitled, demanding, and she videos from her boyfriend's house all wrapped up in her luxurious robes, with her makeup, piddling endlessly with her hair, while there are so many hurting homeless people who would love to have her little studio apartment and actually be there all the time and use it and try to get their life back on track, do the hard work, the heavy lifting. But I don't know, I guess just watching this and how she's trying to get something for nothing all the time just makes me realize it. So it's fake. She's all fake. She's not a real homeless person. But, I'm preaching to the choir, I suppose. All right, there's actually something else I want to add to this. I'll say this. All right, let's suppose, because I'm saying, oh, she's a fake homeless person. Let's say that, she wanted to completely break away from her past life and how she lived. Basically just, depending on men and whatnot. Okay, so let's say that in order to do that, she just had to break the mold, fall down to the bottom, and become homeless. And she's got this big pledge that she's made to herself that it's not going to be about money anymore. And she's taken it to such an extreme that no one is allowed to make money anymore. Across the board, no one's allowed to do it. That's very broad, sweeping philosophy that she has, where the entire system that we've built, it all has to be dismantled because that's how she believes now. So perhaps in this sort of bottoming out, getting completely away. Like she just realized that she was just all about money. She doesn't want to be like that anymore. So now she's going to humble herself, be homeless. And but the thing is, it's a fake homelessness. This isn't real. I mean, she still has luxury tastes. She wants the best of everything. I mean, don't we all? But she wants to kind of it's an indulgent homelessness. I don't know how else to describe it. She wants to play the part of being homeless, but she doesn't want to lose her grip, on all the stuff that she enjoys that is kind of, indulgent that other people need to buy her. It's not she's not really authentic. She's not authentic. Maybe that's why, all the preaching and the stuff that she's doing just means nothing. Doesn't mean anything because she's not walking the walk, talking. She's talking the talk, not walking the walk. Whatever. All right. So what is this in front of us here? This is Step Up. This is the program she's with. This is the housing that she's in. Okay. And I did a little bit of poking around on their website, and I just want to show you something here. This is a recent annual report. Okay. So she's got this worldview that it's all going to be, interdependent, and we're all just going to like trade our skills to help one another, I guess. Uh, but the thing is that's really not how things work exactly. And I guess her idea is that we're all going to trade our talents and just give one another stuff. I don't really know exactly what is she like just doing her fake yoga for people, stepping on their backs but this is where it comes down to, Daisy. This is where all your support system is coming from. One of the biggest donor to Step Up is Home Depot, okay? By far. So, this is all market economy, okay? They're a huge retailer. We got all these other Cedar Sinai, one of the best hospitals in Los Angeles, Hearst, magazines and whatnot. And then we've got a Rose Hills Foundation. And then we've got, look at this, all these guests. These are all corporate, yuppie run. And we've got some churches here, whatever. And then we've got pages and pages and pages of yuppies. My goodness, look at all these yuppies. But despite what Daisy says about them, they are still reaching out and wanting to help her. Does she ever know? Will she ever know about these people? Unlikely. She got to stay in her own little bubble there, and see the world from her own myopic little viewpoint. That's okay. So we're gonna hang tight because we're waiting. There's gonna be new chapters coming. Don't know what's gonna happen. That's what's so interesting. So once again, thank you very much for watching and listening, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.